Pharrell Williams Biography. Pharrell Williams is an American singer and songwriter who gained fame for his Oscar-nominated hit song Happy. Also a record producer and film producer, he produced the 2016 biographical drama film Hidden Figures. The film, which was based on a book of the same name, turned out to be a huge hit and won several awards such as the Hollywood Film Award and also gained 3 Oscar nominations. A successful businessman as well, Williams has been involved with several corporations such as Adidas and Moncler. He has been a music enthusiast since he was a child. Along with his friend Chad Hugo, he started performing from an early age and soon they formed a record production duo named the Neptunes. As a producer for rap artists such as OL Dirty Bastard and Jay-Z, the Neptunes soon came to popularity. They also became known for their work in Justified, which was the debut studio album of popular American singer Justin Timberlake. Williams' solo debut studio album In My Mind was released in 2006. Debuting at number 3 on the US Billboard 200, it is amongst his most successful works. In 2014, he released a second album, Girl, which also turned out to be a huge hit. Childhood and early life. Pharrell Williams was born on April 5, 1973 in Virginia Beach, in the United States. His father's name is Pharaoh while his mother's is Carolyn. They had 3 children, Pharrell being the oldest one. He attended Princess Anne High School and Kempsville High School. During his 7th grade, he became acquainted with Chad Hugo, with whom he later formed the Neptunes. He has stated in interviews that he used to be different from the average kid, and was also a nerd who used to stand out from other kids. Career. In the 1990s, Pharrell Williams performed with Chad Hugo and the duo formed the record production team, the Neptunes. They successfully contributed to the works of several artists in the late 1990s as well as the 2000s. They became known for producing hit songs such as I Just Wanna Love You, by Jay-Z, and I'm a Slave for You by Britney Spears. After a few more successful works, they released an album The Neptunes Present Clones in 2003. The album stood at the first position on the US Billboard 200. It also received mostly positive reviews. The album included Frontin', Pharrell's debut solo single, which peaked at the 5th position on the US Billboard Hot 100, as well as became the 34th best-selling song in the country for the year. Williams' debut studio album In My Mind was released in July 2006. It turned out to be quite successful. It debuted at the 3rd position on the US Billboard 200. Even though several songs from the album had been leaked on the internet before its release, the album successfully sold over 142,000 copies within the first week. Throughout the next few years, he collaborated with several well-known singers, such as Shakira and Jennifer Lopez. He was credited as a co-writer and a producer for Lopez's hit song Fresh Out the Oven. In 2010, he composed the soundtrack for the popular animated comedy movie Despicable Me. The following year, he collaborated with American singer Adam Lambert, with whom he co-wrote 2 tracks for Lambert's second studio album Trespassing. He also composed as well as produced the music for the 84th Academy Awards. In the year 2013, Pharrell Williams composed the soundtrack for the animated film Despicable Me 2, which was the sequel to Despicable Me. His song Happy, which was written for the film, was a huge hit. Not only it stood at the 1st position on the US Billboard Hot 100, the song also won an Oscar nomination. It also served as the lead single of his second album Girl. His second studio album, Girl, was released in March 2014. Peaking at number 1 in 12 different countries, the album was a huge success. It sold 591,000 copies in the US within a year. It received mostly positive reviews from critics. The same year, Williams was also announced as the new coach of the popular TV singing competition The Voice. The next year, Williams was a co-composer of the soundtrack for the hit superhero movie The Amazing Spider-Man 2. In 2016, he was a producer as well as a composer for the popular biographical drama film Hidden Figures. The film was a huge success, and received an Oscar nomination. Major works. In My Mind, which was the first album by Pharrell Williams, is among the most significant works of his career. Debuting at number 3 on the US Billboard 200, the album was a commercial success, and sold 142,000 copies in its first week. The album included tracks such as Can Have It Like That, How Does It Feel, Best Friend, and Angel. The album was also a huge success in other countries, peaking at 8th position on the Canadian albums, and 3rd position on the Dutch albums. Girl, the second studio album by Pharrell Williams, is another one of his successful works. The album peaked at the 2nd position on the US Billboard 200. Along with the Oscar-nominated song Happy, which served as the lead single of the album, it also included singles such as Gust of Wind and Hunter. It was also quite a success in other countries, peaking at the 1st position on the UK albums and Norwegian albums. It received mostly positive reviews. Williams was the co-producer of a popular biographical drama film Hidden Figures, which was released in 2016. The film, which was based on a non-fiction book of the same name by Margot Lee Shetterly, was directed by Theodore Melfi, and starred actors Taraji P. Henson, Octavia Spencer, and Kevin Costner. The film turned out to be a commercial success, and grossed nearly $230 million worldwide. The film received several awards, as well as 3 Oscar nominations. Reviews were mostly positive. Awards and achievements. Pharrell Williams is the winner of 10 Grammy Awards, and 6 Billboard Music Awards among others. He has also received 2 Academy Award nominations. In 2014, he won 2 BBC Music Awards, in the categories International Artist of the Year and Song of the Year, Happy. In 2015, he won the People's Choice Award for Favorite R&B Artist. Personal life. Pharrell Williams is married to Helen Lasik Khan, a model and a designer. They have a son, Rocket Williams, who was born in 2008. In 2017, the couple had 3 more children, a set of triplets. Net worth. Pharrell Williams has an estimated net worth of $150 million.